Welcome to Olivier Awards 2015 nominations event with MasterCard. Please welcome our hosts, Lesley Manville and James McAvoy.
Hello, welcome to the announcement of the nominations for the Olivier Awards 2015 with MasterCard.
Joining us here at the Rosewood Hotel, London, are many of the eligible shows, actors, actresses and creative teams, all eagerly waiting to see if they have made this year's shortlists.
So here goes with the first set of nominations, starting with Best Revival.
Best Revival: A View from the Bridge at the Young Vic and Wyndham's, A Streetcar Named Desire at the Young Vic, The Crucible at the Old Vic, My Night with Reg at the Donmar Warehouse and Apollo, and Skylight at the Wyndham's.
Welcome to Olivier Awards 2015
Best
nominations event with MasterCard.
Best Actor in a Supporting Role. David Calder for The Nether at the Duke of York's, Richard Goulding for King Charles III at the Almeida and Wyndham's, John Light for Taken at Midnight at the Theatre Royal Haymarket, and Nathaniel Parker for Wolf Hall and Bring Up the Bodies at the Aldwych.
The nominations for Best Actress in a Supporting Role are Phoebe Fox for A View from the Bridge at the Young Vic and Wyndham's, Girls Playing Iris, all the girls playing Iris, for just anybody that wants to play Iris, all the girls that played Iris for The Nether at the Duke of York's, Angela Lansbury for Blythe Spirit at the Gielgud, and Lydia Wilson for King Charles III at the Almeida and Wyndham's.
The White Light Award for Best Lighting Design. John Clark for King Charles III at the Almeida and Wyndham's. Hawley Constable and David Plater for Wolf Hall and Bring Up the Bodies at the Aldwych. Howard Harrison for City of Angels at the Donmar Warehouse. Jan Versveveld for A View from the Bridge at the Young Vic and Wyndham's.
Nominations for Best Sound Design are Tom Gibbons for A View from the Bridge at the Young Vic and Wyndham's, Matt McKenzie for Sunny Afternoon at Hampstead and Harold Pinter, Gareth Owen for Memphis the Musical at the Shaftesbury, Brian Ronan for Beautiful, the Carole King Musical at the Aldwych,
Best Entertainment and Family. Dance Till Dawn at the Aldwych, Hetty Feather at the Vaudeville, La Soirée at the La Soirée Spiegel Tent.
Best Costume Design. Rob Jones for City of Angels at the Donmar Warehouse, Christopher Oram for Wolf Hall and Bring Up the Bodies at the Aldwych, Paul Tazewell for Memphis the Musical at the Shaftesbury, and Alejo Vieto for Beautiful, the Carole King Musical at the Aldwych.
The XL Video Award for Best Set Design. Bunny Christie for Made in Dagenham at the Adelphi, Ez Devlin for The Nether at the Duke of York's, Rob Jones for City of Angels at the Donmar Warehouse, Jan Versveveld for A View from the Bridge at the Young Vic and Wyndham's.
Best New Dance Production. 32 Rue Vonderbronden by Peeping Tom at the Barbican. What's so funny about that? Matt Elks, Juliet and Romeo by Royal Swedish Ballet at Sadler's Wells, and Tabac Rouge by Compagnie du Hanneton and James Thierry at Sadler's Wells. Thank you very much.
outstanding achievement in dance. Christopher Wheeldon for The Winter's Tale at the Royal Opera House. Crystal Pite for her choreography in the productions of The Associates, A Picture of You Falling, The Tempest Replica, and Polaris at Sadler's Wells. Rossio Molina for Bosque Adora at the Barbican. The Elders Project as part of the Elixir Festival at Sadler's Wells.
The nominees for the Virgin Atlantic Best New Play are King Charles III at the Almeida and Wyndham's, The Nether at the Duke of York's, Taken at Midnight at the Theatre Royal Haymarket, Wolf Hall and Bring Up the Bodies at the Aldwych.
Best Actor. Richard Armitage for The Crucible at the Old Vic. Big boy, James McAvoy. For The Ruling Class at Trafalgar Studios 1. Tim Pigott-Smith for King Charles III at the Almeida and Wyndham's, and Mark Strong for A View from the Bridge at the Young Vic and Wyndham's.
Best Actress. Gillian Anderson for A Streetcar Named Desire at the Young Vic. Kristen Scott Thomas for Electra at the Old Vic. Imelda Staunton for Good People at Hampstead. Penelope Wilton for Taken at Midnight at the Theatre Royal Haymarket.
This year, the Audience Award has been partnered with ITV's This Morning, and in a few minutes' time on today's programme, they'll be announcing the 4 shortlisted shows.
But for all of you here, we have a short video where Eamon and Ruth announce the shortlist.
You've been voting in your masses, and 16 productions have become 4.
The final nominees are in, but they still need your votes.
Ballet star Billy Elliot has been pirouetting on stage to the music of Sir Elton John for a decade. Will you help this blockbuster musical based on the much-loved film of the same name twirl its way to award success?
The Jersey Boys have delivered an international rock and roll hit for all seasons. Oh, what a night it would be for Frankie and the Boys if you were to vote them for the coveted Olivier Audience Award.
Rawls' little darling of the stage, Matilda, has waltzed into our hearts, becoming a smash hit in the West End and Broadway. Will this little girl win the big award at the Oliviers? She'll need your vote to do so.
Wicked's success has been turning other productions green with envy. Bringing the untold story of the Wicked Witch of the West to the stage, it's been defying gravity and box office records for 12 years, and now it needs your vote to help it continue to soar. Who will it be? The decision is yours. Go to our website for all the details on how to vote.
Okay, on with the nominations, and this year's shortlist for Best New Comedy. Handbagged at the Vaudeville. The Play That Goes Wrong at the Duchess. Shakespeare in Love at the Noel Coward.
Here we go for the nominees for Magic Radio Best Musical Revival. Cats at the London Palladium. City of Angels at the Donmar Warehouse. The Gershwins, Porgy and Bess at Regent's Park Open Air Theatre. And Miss Saigon at the Prince Edward.
Best New Opera Production. Benvenuto Cellini at the Colosseum. Dialogue des Carmelites at the Royal Opera House. Die Frau ohne Schatten at the Royal Opera House. The Master Singers of Nuremberg at the Colosseum.
The award for outstanding pronunciation of foreign titles goes to Lesley Manville. The award for Outstanding Achievement in Opera goes to... no, it doesn't. The nominees are... let's just cut to the chase. We don't all really want to show up on the 12th of April. It'll be sunny. The award for... no, the nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Opera are Jonas Kaufmann for Andrea Chenier and Manon Lescaut at the Royal Opera House. Richard Jones for his direction of The Girl of the Golden West, The Master Singers of Nuremberg and Rodelinda at the London Coliseum. Royal Opera House and Early Opera Company for their off-site programme at Sam Wanamaker Playhouse and Roundhouse. And Welsh National Opera Chorus for Moses and Aaron at the Royal Opera House.
Outstanding Achievement in an Affiliate Theatre. Bull at the Maria at the Young Vic. 4 minutes 12 seconds at Hampstead Downstairs. Yuma Shaka for her performance in Liberian Girl at the Jerwood Theatre upstairs at the Royal Court Theatre. Tanya Moody for her performance in Intimate Apparel at the Park Theatre and The House That Will Not Stand at the Tricycle Theatre.
The nominees for Best Theatre Choreographer are Jerry Mitchell for Dirty Rotten Scoundrels at the Savoy, Annie B. Parsons for Here Lies Love at the Dorfman, Josh Prince for Beautiful, the Carole King musical at the Aldwych, and Sergio Trujillo for Memphis, the musical at the Shaftesbury.
Best Director. Rupert Gould for King Charles III at the Almeida and Wyndham's. Jeremy Herrin for Wolf Hall and Bring Up the Bodies at the Aldwych. Josie Rourke for City of Angels at the Donmar Warehouse. Ivo van Hove for A View from the Bridge at the Young Vic.
The nominees for Autograph Sound Award for Outstanding Achievement in Music are Beautiful, the Carole King musical, The Orchestra, Here Lies Love, the music by David Byrne and Fatboy Slim, Memphis the musical, music and lyrics by David Bryan, and Joe DiPietro and the musical team, and Sunny Afternoon, music and lyrics by Ray Davies.
Best Actor in a Supporting Role in a Musical. Roland Bell for Memphis the Musical at the Shaftesbury. George Maguire for Sunny Afternoon at Hampstead and Harold Pinter. Ian McIntosh for Beautiful, the Carole King musical at the Aldwych. And Jason Pennycook for Memphis the Musical at the Shaftesbury.
The nominees for Best Actress in a Supporting Role in a Musical are Samantha Bond for Dirty Rotten Scoundrels at the Savoy, Hayden Gwynn for Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown at the Playhouse, Nicole Scherzinger for Cats at the London Palladium, and Lorna Want for Beautiful, the Carole King musical at the Aldwych.
Best Actor in a Musical. John Briones for Miss Saigon at the Prince Edward. John Dalglish for Sunny Afternoon at Hampstead and Harold Pinter. Killian Donnelly for Memphis, the musical at the Shaftesbury. And Brandon Victor Dixon for the Scottsboro Boys at the Garrick.
Nominees for Best Actress in a Musical are Gemma Arterton for Maiden Dagenham at the Adelphi, Katie Braben for Beautiful, the Carole King musical at the Aldwych, Tamsin Gregg for Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown at the Playhouse, and finally Beverly Knight for Memphis, the musical at the Shaftesbury.
And the last set of nominations are for the MasterCard Best New Musical. Beautiful, the Carole King musical at the Aldwych. Here Lies Love at the Dorfman.
Memphis, the musical, at the Shaftesbury. And finally, Sunny Afternoon at the Hampstead and Harold Pinter.
That's it. That's all your nominations for 2015.
The Olivier Awards with MasterCard are on Sunday the 12th of April at the Royal Opera House here in London, and you can watch them on ITV. Thank you very much.